Okay. I'm going to make sure there's a sound check, make sure everything's all right, so they'll tell you if it's all good. Freedom Dad here, coming from Ballymena. Hasn't we been saying, have we been going on and on and on? What's going on in Northern Ireland right now? We've seen going on for 15 years in England. We're watching it in Ireland. We've got no borders. We've been warning the PSNI. We've been warning the politicians over and over again. Citizens and journalists are coming out all over the place. We're coming out, we're getting jailed, we're getting put under so much pressure. There's so much coming at us right now, and this is why we're doing it. We're all concerned parents. This isn't the far right. This isn't racist. This is concerned parents in Northern Ireland that said enough is enough. We're going to go live tonight. Anybody in the area wants to come down and join these guys and girls, parents, grandparents, aunties, uncles, please come down and join in. We're going to go live. We're going to watch. I don't know what's happening. I haven't organised this. I'm just down here reporting. So we're just going to go walk with the locals and find out what's happening. I know Richard's down here as well, so Richard might be doing a live as well. So, you know, we're going to try and make our way down to the front. If everybody can stick together, because we might have to move a wee bit fast.
Sorry.
No, you're all right. No problem at all. So we're just going to roll with it, guys. If you can get it right up and let them see how many people's actually here. Both ways on that way. So as you can see, this is Ballymena, where we've had another child sexually abused. We're no longer not saying the words. We're going to keep on saying these words. We're sick of it. Our children are being raped. This is what's happening. There's no two ways about it. There's nothing else we can say about it. You know what I mean? This is what's happening. You can see the people are coming out in the streets. This is what we're trying to tell the government. This is what we're trying to prevent. We're trying to prevent this happening. Nobody's listening to us. Something needs to be done. We need to stop these men coming from England, and we need to stop them coming from Ireland. We need to close our borders. We need to take stock of who's in this country, and then we need to move on and keep this country for Christians, because only Christians respect Christians. There's no two ways about it. The evidence is there now, guys. These are people coming from different countries coming into this country. How are they getting in here? You know what I mean? They're coming through England. They're coming through Ireland, because Ireland's the EU. You know, straight through the border and in here, and they're getting raping our kids, and then they're leaving again. They're coming in, they're committing all sorts of crimes, and then they're leaving again. Straight back out, no ID. In and out with no ID. It's not happening. It's not happening. As you can see, it's not happening. It's not happening here. Stick it right up. On the back as well. Just slowly, as you're walking around. Right up as high as you can. Spin it round. That's it. Right, we'll get down to the front. So a lot of crowds here, guys. Difficult to navigate, you know. We're just going to try and get down to the front. I don't know if we're speakers, but we're here, and we're going to get to speak to parents. We're going to get to speak to hopefully some of the guys close to the victims. You know what I mean? So because there's so many people here trying to reach out. Quite a lot of phones aren't working for some reason, and we've got up in the sky the drones up in the sky as well. So far, no sign of PSNI, which is good because it's just a peaceful walk. But yeah, people aren't happy. I don't know where this is going to go, guys. If it doesn't stop, it could go anywhere. You know. This is just one area. This is just one small, tiny remote area in Northern Ireland. This isn't Belfast. This isn't Londonderry/Derry. This is Ballymena. This is a little... Where is it? What do you call it? The area? Harryville. That's a wee... How big do you think it is? It's not the biggest, you know what I mean? It's just a town. It's just a wee town, you know what I mean? And some of these people, because there's other areas in Ballymena that's been affected. There's a couple of girls. You know, I'm not going to go into details. I'd rather the people from Ballymena tell you exactly what's going on, because you're going to be shocked. And coming from me, I'm Freedom Dad. This is what I do. You're sick hearing it from me. I think you need to hear it from the parents. I think we need to talk to the parents, you know. Thanks for being on the live, guys. Like I say, it's been chaos and mayhem. Coming up from Belfast, meeting my mates, and then meeting all these guys here. We didn't think it was going to be this big. With look at the weather. You know what I mean? I don't know how many people there is. I will try and get up high and show you the crowd from right above. You know what I mean? We got a police van. So they must be protecting the streets. So these must be the streets where these guys are staying, you know, because they're putting them in certain areas, you know. So the police are obviously stopping people going down that street. I believe this is the purpose of the march, is because this is where the problems are, where they're housing these people. So what's happening is they're putting local people out of areas because of the money that's involved with these guys. So basically, if you've got a house, your own house, and say you get rented for 500 quid a month, well, if you rent it to one of these guys, or you get involved with the government, they give you, I think, about 700-800 quid a month. It's quite substantial, you know what I mean? So quite a lot of landlords, and plus it's putting houses up as well, you know what I mean? When the rent goes up, the price of the house goes up. That's common sense. So the thing is then, is people start selling their houses off because it's gone up so high, and we've got investors coming in, property developers, and they're buying them all up because they're rent them back to the government for migrants, you know. So it's a big problem, a lot of money involved. You know, we had a constituent for don't know what you would call it, property development from Ireland coming down into South Belfast and buying up a load of houses. As far as I know, you know what I mean, that's what I'm led to believe by locals and people that represent the area. And these are people from outside our country buying property in our country to rent it out to people from other countries. You know, you can't make it up. And this is a result. You have men coming in the country, and this is a problem, right? Our women don't want to go with these men, right? Our working girls don't want to go with these men because the AIDS has went up 50% because of immigration. That's facts. So if none of our girls want to go with these men, what do they do? They're young fighting AIDS men. What do we do? What do they do? What do you think? What do you think's going to happen? What we've been trying to tell you is nobody's listening. We're all far right and racist. It's getting exhausting, guys. It's getting exhausting, and the people are getting exhausted. They're getting tired, and when that happens, they'll get angry because they feel like they're at their wits' end. You know, they don't know what else to do apart from come out on a rainy night and get soaked. To try and bring awareness that we don't want this here. We want to protect our children. There's nothing far right about this. No Union Jacks, no red-handed Ulsters. You know, what do you want? How's the papers going to cover this? They won't. The media won't touch this. The government will ignore it. It's very, very sad, guys. Very, very sad. I'm hoping there'll be some speakers. I don't have the voice to speak tonight, I don't think. But yeah, don't even know where I am. We're just following the crowd. Got friends around me here that know the place a bit better than me. Some famous friends. Yeah, boys. What one? No. Oh yeah. Spin around, let them see that. So this is what we're faced with now. You get me? You know, this is nobody's going to stop this. Nobody's going to stop this. Can we get? So let me see. I'm going to try and get the crowds going right round. And then we can try and catch up, you know what I mean? You want to get the crowds coming right round? You want to just get them? We'll get them here. We'll stand here. Let's watch the crowds going by. So we're just going to stand here and watch the crowds going by. We're live, guys. You want to cover your faces? You don't want to be on live? Cover your faces. We're live here, guys. We're live. This is live. So you can see the crowds. I don't know how long that's going to go on for. I don't know if we'll probably get a count later on. But this is concerned parents. This isn't far right, guys. This isn't racist. The government can't use these anymore at us, you know. They've got to stop calling us far right because we don't want our children being abused. That's got to stop, you know what I mean? All you're doing is trying to silence us. You're trying to call us far right so we can't complain about our children being affected by these people that you're bringing into the country. Look at that. Kids, mothers, fathers, aunties, uncles, all families that have had enough. This is snap. This is like that. This isn't 24 hours.
No asking to pray.
What?
No asking, can the prayer.
No asking, no permission. What's the police doing here? Like, what are the police doing with these people? These are children, these are fathers, these are mothers. Like I say, they're not going to stop these people coming out. They're not going to stop these people coming out anywhere. You want to come at us like with batons and shields like you do in England? That's not happening in Northern Ireland. I don't know how long this is going to go on for. Like, guys, I need to get down to the front as well. So cool. Let's come out. Come out. Let's have a look back down because we can't stand here. I need to get down to the front. So I do. Look at that, guys. Look at that.
Wouldn't go back that way because they're probably coming right round again.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay. You want to? Right. You want to grab? Yeah. Okay. You just want to come, guys? So yeah, we'll walk around because we think we're going round in a circle. So I want to just show you how many people have come out in 24 hours because of the amount of children being abused in this area by people that have came into this country, most likely illegally. And this is another point I want to make. They said not the latest one. Was it the second one or third one? Second one where they said the two teenagers.
Yeah. The second one.
Second one was it said it was two teenagers and an older guy got away apparently. How do they know they're teenagers? Do they have ID? This is a question I want to know because they're coming over here with no ID. Oh, they're going down this way now, taking a shortcut. Yeah. So as you can see, guys, thousands upon thousands, without a doubt. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. There's 50 just past you. You know, and this is going on for what? 10 minutes, 15 minutes so far? Still coming?
Keep going our way then.
Yeah, we'll keep going doing this. So is this what we've got to do, guys? Come out in the pissing rain. Is this what our families have got to do to save our children? You know? I'm like I say, guys, I'm here to tell people that, you know, this is a Tinderbox. Something serious happens to one of our children, then we are in trouble. We are in trouble. This is a peaceful. These people are peaceful. These are parents, and like I say, these are just concerned citizens. It's quite remarkable. Quite remarkable, guys. But things can change overnight in Northern Ireland. This is the problem. This is what we're trying to avoid. There will be Protestants and Catholics here. And nobody cares. Nobody cares. So I'm just showing you the length, guys. That's all I'm doing. Show you how long this goes on for. We're having to walk back the ways. Okay, guys, what way do we go? Okay, just bear with us, guys. You got that? I'll take this. So will the police let us down this way? Right, no bar. Hiya. Yep, so there's more writing on the wall over there, guys. Nice one, mate. I'm watching you now. I'm watching you. Down this way? No. Here. So yeah, it has to be thousands, alright. Oh, yeah, live. Oh, rolling live, mate. Yeah, aye. I can't take it off now. I'll do it. Yep. We will be getting round, guys. Just hang in there. Yeah. Everybody there? The boys? The boys there?
They're away home.
Oh, right. So yeah, thanks for hanging on the live, guys. It's just a wee bit dull and boring right now. So we're just walking through the streets of Ballymena in Northern Ireland. Pretty much like any street in England, to be honest with you. It looks like we've got the same problems in England now. Tried to prevent them, we've tried to help, we've tried to tell people to be careful with their children, you know, and we've been getting called far right racists. And now we have a triple, one after the other, in the space of what, a month?
In the space of a week.
In the space of a week.
Last week and then this week.
Yeah, so something's gone wrong. So it has, guys. Something's gone wrong. So that's him up at front there. So we're just going to catch.
I don't even think the old one's caught. The first one.
The first one hasn't been caught, no.
I don't think he's been caught.
So the first one hasn't been caught. The second one, 2 guys have been, they're remanded, aren't they?
Yeah.
They had no fixed abode. And they said they were teenagers. You know, we know what the government are like. We know what the media are like now. We're aware of all this crack. You know what I mean? Of misinformation coming from the government for whatever reason. But you know, it is what it is. We're learning from it. We've learned from England. That's for sure. Cars aren't going anywhere. Sorry, guys. Trying to save your kids. So Ballymena, guys, we've had a succession of 3 sexual assaults, serious, on our girls, and we had one of our girls sexually assaulted by 3 men. I think it was 3. It's quite horrific, to be honest with you. It's difficult to talk about, but I'm going to lift you up a wee bit. Let you have a wee look here. So let me get some interviews. Now, you want to grab that? Let's see if we get some interviews where we're walking. Somebody's got a sign down there. Let's see if she'll talk. You want to be interviewed? Right, I'm Freedom Dad. I do all, this is what I do. Do you want to be interviewed? Yeah? Yeah. Oh, thanks you so much. Can you walk and talk? Can you get in front? So you're part of the family. I don't know what to say. You know, I'm not going to say sorry because I'm sure you're sick of hearing that. What happened?
I'm not going to really say too much. I don't know too much, to be honest. But she was taken into a house and brutally sexually assaulted on Saturday evening.
So she was taken into the house, sexually assaulted.
There was a mattress in the garage.
There was a mattress. Do you know, was there more than one man?
3.
3 men. Right. So, so you're here. Fair play to you. I can't believe the crowd has come out to support these guys. You know what I mean? It's absolutely immense. There's no flags. There's no shouting. It's totally respect. It's totally respectful.
It's not about. It's a child has been hurt and.
It's 3 now. It's 3 incidents.
2 weeks ago it was brushed under the carpet. I wasn't aware of the one before that.
Yeah.
But the child 2 weeks ago was the same age and it's absolutely disgusting.
Right,
absolutely disgusting. I don't want my kids going anywhere.
I know it's really difficult and I really appreciate speaking out, and I always say to people, anybody I come up to, you know, this is the time to speak out. You know, it really is. Yeah, definitely. And like I say, the media aren't helping us, the government aren't helping us. The only people who can help us is us, and we need to find a system. We need to find a system amongst ourselves to stop this happening. And I don't know what the answers are. Like, you know what I mean? I can
do this every night.
Yeah,
no bother, and we will as a family do it every night if we have to. Yeah. But something has to be done. Like, I mean, I was going through the town the day, and it's usually spot the white man. There was nobody about the day. They were all they were all staying out. I don't know. Because they walk about here in their pyjamas, they walk about here like absolute gypsies thinking they own the place. Yeah. Enough's enough.
Yeah, enough is enough. And this is the thing, you know what I mean?
And especially when it's 3 14-year-old boys have been arrested for this. They're kids too.
Well, so they say, let me tell you something. We don't need, see, at the end of the day, if they come with the ID, this is the thing, there's undocumented men. So they can say whatever they want to say.
I follow all these platforms. I've seen that they've been into schools saying that they're school age. They've been like hounding girls, and then it comes out and they've maybe been done for gun charges or whatever else when they've in their own country. Away on, they need to go back. It's not rocket science. It's like I say, we see what's going on. I don't know if you know, but there was like you know about the grooming gangs in England. There was over 200,000 children. They're talking about over 1 million girls have been affected by people coming into the country with sexual abuse. And the men who have been convicted for the grooming gangs who've done the most horrific sexual acts on our children have been released and put back into our society. What do you think about that? No, they need, to begin with, they shouldn't be here. If you can't provide anything to this society, if you're not working, if you're not doing anything but sitting up and cost a coffee, drink your coffees all day, which I can't afford to do. Away you go, away home. You commit crime, get out, back in your boat you came in, away you go.
No, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being so honest and open with me. Thank you. Who's that? Right, we're doing all right. Where did Richard? Did you see Richard? Is everybody there? Right, let's have a wee. Let's see. Let's go this way. Let's try and get in the thicket and see what we can see. You know what I mean? Cheers, buddy. We still not made contact with. Not make contact with Grant yet, no? Oh, that's all right, brilliant. Yeah, no problem, I know, I'm going to try and get a high point to get a good look at this. Yeah. Okay, we all there, Okay, we're just walking through the crowds, guys. Right, we've got, I think the cameras are down here. Excuse me. Can I get through? Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, there's Richard. All right, mate.
Hiya.
Oh, hey.
Hey. So I was going to find it out.
I'm going to say nothing.
Right, folks, just want to say thank you from both our families here tonight. You know, we know things are awful in Ballymena, and it is time for a change. So thank you for coming tonight, keeping it peaceful. You know, and that's all I have to say. Okay, thanks.
You don't speak. Yeah, you speak.
I'm going to ask our Deputy Mayor, Tyler Hoy, to come on. He's going to say a word or two.
First of all, I need to pass on my heartfelt sympathies to the family. And I think by looking at the crowds that we have here today, people from Ballymena, people from outside of Ballymena, and all came for the One United Voice to support this family and for the thing that happened over the weekend. And it's my position as the Deputy Mayor, I want you to know you have my full support, and hopefully that the people that are done this have brought to justice. And I'd like to thank everybody else for coming here. Thank you very much.
The only way we can sort this is by closing the borders. Do you agree?
Well, that just opens another world of discussion. Yes, immigration is a problem. Nobody's saying we should end immigration here. What we're saying is we should end illegal immigration. Right. And I think my colleagues are on the assembly floor. They're battling this every week. It's a Westminster issue. Westminster needs to sort it out. If the Westminster government was to look in here this morning or tonight and they see the people that are back in this family and what happened in this town, this is a local town. This is a local family, and what's happened here is an absolute disgrace. girls and women, especially young women, need to feel more comfortable in their own town. And it's such a shame that something like that's happened over the weekend, especially when there's a good event on in Ballymena that brought everyone together. And I think it's just disheartening to see what's happened. But looking out here at the crowds, you can see everybody's behind this family, and as I say, there's people from outside of Ballymena that came here to show the support.
Yeah. See, we've been doing this for a long time, and we're getting lots of crowds out. We've had hundreds of thousands in the streets of England, and lots of people out in Scotland, and nothing seems to work. We have hundreds of thousands of children being sexually assaulted in England. We've got thousands of children in Ireland being assaulted, and we've got open borders. So how do we stop these men coming into our country?
Well, as I say, as a Westminster government, previously we've had for over near 15 years we had a Conservative.
But they're letting us down. They're failing us.
That's exactly it.
So how long are we going to stay with Westminster if they're going to keep doing this to us?
Exactly. You've got a Conservative government there. They had it for near 15 years. They couldn't sort the problem out. They said they're going to tackle immigration. They haven't sorted it. You have then a Labour government. We're waiting to see what they're going to do, and by the looks of things, they're not doing it. They say Keir Starmer said he was going to stop the boats. The boats are still coming.
This is a difficult one. Is independence for Ulster the answer?
Entirely, that's a political opinion. My political opinion is I'm a British citizen. I believe in the United Kingdom. I believe making the United Kingdom work, making Northern Ireland work within the United Kingdom. That's our objective. Yes, there's people that try to take away that, but you'll see here there's people from both sides of the political spectrum here showing their support. People that aren't involved in political parties are from a different community background. So I think it's if people come together and see the real issue, which is the illegal immigration.
Well, I just want to say thank you on behalf of my followers and everybody in Northern Ireland, because not many politicians speak to us. So thank you so much for speaking.
No worries.
Thank you.
Later.
How you doing? These things?
Lindsay here.
Yeah, Lindsay's round there. I'm live, so I am, mate. I'm live.
Pleasure seeing you.
Here, you can also see there's people from outside of Ballymena that came here and seen the tragic events that's happened over the weekend here to show solidarity and support against Ballymena.
Find out where they're from, find out who they are.
So obviously there's a success from that, right?
Well, I'll say that. Also, there's previously suspected who's been charged. One which is still examining.
There's absolutely no doubt about it. That is the wishes of the people here this evening. I think the message is in solidarity. This cannot go on any much longer in our town.
Absolutely. Over the 2 weeks, there's been two events like this happened. And I think it's an absolute disgrace that, given that over the 2 weeks.
Sorry about the sound, guys. It's a very softly spoken man. You're getting the idea here. Excuse me, guys. Where are you from? BBC.
Tyler, there seems to be one answer.
You've got a cheek to come in here, isn't it?
It's the only way.
So, why are you covering up all the grooming gangs?
What do you mean, sorry?
You BBC cover up all the grooming gangs. This is why we've got this problem, because you've silenced all our citizens and journalists. You don't report what's going on in the streets. You totally ignore the immigration problem.
No. Exactly. But
And you're coming in here, get yourself away. You're not welcome here, mate. The BBC aren't welcome in here.
Oh, you're right, man. You're right.
No, that's true, mate. They covered everything up. This is why we've got a problem here, because of these people.
I don't stand for all this, Kevin.
By the way, folks, this is Freedom Dad.
Thank you very much, mate.
Okay, Paul.
All right, man. Cheers, mate.
Good to see you down.
BBC, man, but absolutely failed us. So they have, guys. The BBC's the problem. One of the problems we've got here, we've all the stuff that went on with the BBC, with Jimmy Savile and the cover up and the connection with Keir Starmer and Jimmy Savile. You know what I mean? It's all connected. You know what I mean? It's like back in the 60s when the children home kids were being groomed and abused. You know what I mean? It was the politicians, top of the police. MI5 knew about it and everything. Today, the same working class kids are being abused. The same kids that are from the working class kids from children's homes. That's who they targeted in England, and that's what's coming here. You know, this is what these people can see. They can see what happened in England. We've been watching it for 15 years. We see what's going on in Ireland. You know, this is everybody's awake. Everybody's awake now. Starmer can't silence us. You know, you silence me, there's going to be another 100 come up. It's as simple as that. Where's Lindsay? Where's Lindsay?
And it's really inspiring and really, really good to see. So listen, we just have to keep moving forward, guys. We have to keep showing up for everybody's family, wherever it is on this in Northern Ireland. We need to show up for every single person. We need to do this together. We are a team, and we can save our beautiful wee part of land here and stop this happening to our women and children. This girl is going to be traumatised for a long, long time for what these men, boys, who knows what have done to her. It has to stop, and it has to stop now, and we have to be the people to stop it. So I am just absolutely grateful, and I'm sure the family are, for the turnout here tonight in the rain. I'm saying there's people. I said to the guys there, do you know what? This wee town, Ballymena, you guys know how to do it. You guys have proven that you know how to do it. People down from Belfast, down from Newton Abbey, Glen Gormley, we are here to support this young girl. And thank you all so much for giving me your time and listening.
Lindsay, thank you.
No problem.
Hi Lindsay, can I get a wee interview? So listen, how do you get these kind of numbers to Belfast for Time to Rise?
Well, do you know, that's what I was actually just saying. I think this guy got it while it was hot, if that makes sense to you, you know. And I think the incident happened. Yeah. He called, and people showed. 3 incidents now. 1, 2, 3. You know, I mean, two in 1 week. Yeah, you know,
I think that was a kicker. Like, you know, I think they kept the first one quiet, and not many in the community. Like, you know, the BBC are here now. They're gone now. Right. But they're the ones that aren't reporting on it. They're reporting on this now because look at the numbers. You know what I mean? Because we're here, because the citizen journalists are here, because we're embarrassing them. We're getting more views than them in the long run. You know what I mean? So they're like, oh, we better go. Yeah. Well, like I say, they're not welcome here. They would end up in trouble here. I'm only trying to give them advice. People do not want the BBC and mainstream media anywhere near these places, because where have they been? If they had been on top of their job, right, from the start, we wouldn't be here today. Yeah. Then everybody would know this is bad, this is dangerous, we don't want this. Yeah. I mean, I was up at the meeting at the Schenkel there the other week, and the PSNI were there, and all they kept telling me, all they kept telling me, we've no resources, we've no resources. 400 million in illegal
well, I tell you what,
hotels.
They couldn't help that wee girl, but there's plenty of them here tonight to manage us, considering we're a peaceful protest here tonight. I've passed at least 20 PSNI. So where's all their resources that they can bring out tonight? Where were them that wee girl needed help? Right? Where are they whenever all our other women need help? Right? They're coming out to us. Have you seen anybody started a fight here tonight? No, these are peaceful mothers and fathers and concerned citizens on these streets. The PSNI need to get lost from here. So we're doing nothing wrong.
What concerns me is we're going back the ways, because we're now going to have to start policing our own streets. Do you agree?
Yes.
Listen, if our girls are walking to school and all, we're going to have men keeping an eye on them. If our girls are in the park, we're going to have men keeping an eye on them. We're going to have men watching out for our children. That's. Yeah. Look,
no offence to some of the PSNI, but I could run you, right? You try and chase me, I'm out of here. You ain't catching me, right? It's not. They need to get their fitness levels back up again. I would rather our boys on the street protect me, because I'll tell you why. They're fitter. They're stronger. These people are sitting behind a desk and their fitness isn't up to scratch anymore. They're woke. And to me, they're not a force to be reckoned with anymore. They're not somebody I want protecting me. I want our men protecting me.
They're not. At the end of the day, they've got the resources. They're not even solving burglaries. They're petty crime and all that. You can do what you want. You can shoplift. You can do whatever you want. They're not interested, and that's across the board. Something's going on.
I dare them to catch me. I'd outrun them.
Hey, we're going to see what's happening, right, Lindsay? Thank you so much. Lindsay, as always.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
Freedom down.
Cheers, mate. We're just going to walk anyway, man. Yeah.
I'm still going to be live streaming here on the way.
No problem, buddy. We're just having a wee walk and talk, guys. See if anybody wants to chat with us.
Just heading to another part of the town or something.
Okay, right. Another walk. We're heading to another part of the town. So we'll get up to the front. I see Richard Inman stealing my interview. It's good that they're talking. It's good that people are talking. Yeah, did you hear them young boys saying about the BBC? That would have never ended well. You can always hear Lindsay's voice, can't you? Like, yeah, you can always hear her voice. Is everybody with us? Yeah, even a crowd of thousands, I know. I'm going to tell her that.
Oh, right. Lovely.
Right, so we'll try and get through here. Get down a wee bit. We'll try and get down a wee bit. There's a Land Rover with facial recognition. I'm going to get into the crowd. All good, mate, all good. Unless you want to hold it. Couple of feet in front of your face. Yeah. Oh no. Show them the Land Rover. Our wee police van. Where's our wee police van? Right. Okay, this is just been informed. This is where it happened. Just keep it on that. I'll show them. Yeah. Right, let's get a wee look in here. Stopping us here. Are they? Come on, we get up the front. Hello, pal. Come and see, come and see. You there, lads, aye?
Did not tell you how I ruined my dad's birthday.
Excuse me, mate. Can I get a look? Can I get a look at your sign, mate? Let him see it. Let the camera see it, mate. So both the same, both sides?
Yes, they are, yes.
Yeah, thank you, mate. Thank you so much. Do you want to talk? Do you want to speak?
No.
No? Okay, buddy.
There's that camera thing. It's to get everyone's faces in.
Come through, guys. Come through. Journalist. Thank you. Thank you, guys. See you, big man. Thank you. Cheers, mate. Okay, we're at the front here. Excuse me, buddy. Cheers, boys. Well done, lads. Can I get a wee look at your sign, please? Camera. Thank you so much. Thank you. Sorry. Excuse me, why was being stopped going through?
That's just to prevent the breach of the peace, sir.
What would make a breach of the peace? Is there something on the other side that we need to worry about?
I think you know that, sir.
Come on, man, I'm from Belfast.
I think you know that. Come on.
No, thank you for keeping the peace. So we're at the front line here, maybe on it. So I don't know, we'll try and get down a wee bit further. Hi mate, just going in here mate, sitting journalist mate, just documenting the day, the night.
Not even go home now.
Can I get through boys, sitting journalist, can I get through please? Hi mate, how you doing?
Should be keeping an eye for you.
Cheers mate. Aye, all good mate, yeah, just going to try and get through here, see, get a wee chat, see what's happening. Get it up.
Here. Mark.
Yep.
Looking at what
Oh fuck is that mate? Sorry.
I need call about it. Was on the day.
This is live. Hold on. 2 seconds, tell me. I'll be 2 seconds guys. Freedom of movement. Right, come on.
Why are you stopping me? Why are you stopping me? Why are you stopping me? You have no right to stop me. You have no right to stop me. No, you don't. You've got no right to stop me. You've got no right.
I'm asking you, I'm being civil.
There's no right to stop me. I paid my taxes and have for fucking years.
Sir.
Go down there and stop them bastards down there.
It's in our constitution, mate. Definitely. We're protected.
Everybody should come on the phone.
Our Bill of Rights is protected.
How would I find it? They're ever there. Come on, we're over.
I'm asking you not
We're over three. Come on. Let's go.
Okay, we've got a bit of trouble here, guys. Stay with it. We're just going to document, keep it all peaceful. We're just going to let you know. We need to keep an eye on the police. What's the police?
Easy.
I got it. You okay? Right, let's get them out of here. Let's get the kids out of here. Get the girls out of here. And get the kids out. Get the kids back!
Stand by, folks. Right, go back, Come on, back. Back.
Is he okay? Everybody okay?
You up?
Yep. Right, we're going to go back up, right? Get her right.
You're all right. Mommy's here. There's only more wings there. Get them out of the room, please.
So this is the consequences, guys. There's no two ways about it. You know what I mean? It's like this is always going to happen. Like there's nothing I can say about this. You know, this is the bottle. This is the kettle that's boiled now, guys. You know, hopefully it doesn't get too bad.
Getting bad when you're not allowed to walk down your own streets.
Yeah, you know, it is.
Go.
Hold on a minute. Okay, the guys are through.
Happy handed.
Stay here, yes, stay here.
Charlie.
Gives you a jump out of cleanness. Give them all clean. Whoa, 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 whoa. These guys here are going to come back. That's what's going to happen here, like.
I think them all through. We can't go on our own. Pop that big man there. Sorry. Never come back.
Okay guys, this is Ballymena, where we've had a succession of children abused, and these are the parents that have had enough. Sorry I can't see the comments, guys, don't have my glasses on. I don't want to get any of the young'uns in, like, I don't want to fucking get anybody in trouble, mate. They're still coming over, like.
Let's go! Come on! Let's go! Let's go! Oh, come on!
So these are the dogs that they don't use in England with the Muslims. These are the dogs that they don't take in the prisons. But they'll use the dogs on us Christians, won't you guys? Why do you think they don't use dogs in the prisons in England, guys? But yet you use dogs against us. Why is it okay to use dogs against us, but it's not allowed, you're not allowed to use dogs against the other religion? That doesn't make any sense. Surely if you're not allowed to use dogs against one set of people, you shouldn't be allowed to use dogs against anybody. No answers, they never answer. But it's true, they won't use dogs. They don't use dogs in England against the Islam, because for whatever reason, they won't use dogs in the jails, because the jails are run by Muslim gangs in England, you know. So this is the future of Northern Ireland. This is where we're heading to. This is the start. This is our 15 years ago in England. This is when that is. And that's all these people are trying to do. They're trying to stop what's happened in England, happening in Northern Ireland. Show them the dog. So this is the street it happened in. There, and that's why the police are guarding this bit here, and that's why they're stopping them getting through. You know, as you know, I'm just rolling them at citizens and journalists, trying to capture what's going on and learning as we go, and talking to people. You know what I mean? Trying to capture what's actually happening on the ground in Northern Ireland, because you're not going to get it from mainstream media. Nobody else is going to tell you this. You know what I mean? You're not going to get it in Sky News or anything like that, because they don't want people. Because when the news highlight this, then they've got to highlight the crimes. You understand? This is the problem. So this is why we're going to keep at this, keep going hard. We're going to keep getting more people online and do more citizen journalism, because it's all we've got. This is all we've got, you know. This looks like it's a start for us guys in Northern Ireland. Let's see where we've... So is that more guys down? Is that them coming down the street? Let's go look at this. Residents only.
Maybe get there's other ones allowed in.
Residents.
That's where you're adult.
So we've got.
There's more getting through now, around the other way.
Right, there's more coming as well. So there's a squad at the end of the street. We've got a squad trying to get through here, and we've got a squad coming down from the right. So, you know, the police are stuck in the middle. They're trying to do their jobs. It's understandable. They're taking orders from the top, you know what I mean? Trying to protect property, trying to make sure there's no breach of the peace. We get it. We understand it. You know what I mean? That's not about the police, you know what I mean? We know this is Northern Ireland. This is what we're used to. This is what we've been doing for years in this country, you know what I mean? So we understand it, you know what I mean? We're not like, you know, we're not at that stage where they're beating us with batons and hitting us with shields and handcuffing 73-year-old women. You know, we're not at that stage just yet, but we need to keep an eye on them. We need to keep an eye on them, guys. Oh, cheers, mate. Thank you so much, mate. Thank you so much. Cheers, mate. Oh, fuck, yeah. Do you want to do it here? Be perfect. Oh, do it Landoors. You like it, guys? All right, guys, I'm here with local residents. You want to say your name?
Ricky.
So, Ricky, what's your name?
I'm Ricky as well, believe it or not.
Ricky, one and Ricky too. So, what's going on? Can you give me a quick rundown of what's happened in Ballymena?
Well, that's the third sexual assault there in the recent weeks in Ballymena. That's the second one against a child, and the people are righteously angry. Proper order.
Yep.
And it's the economic migrants that's moved into the area.
Yep.
Private landlords have colonised this area. They used to be good, hard-working, decent people of Ballymena.
Yep.
Not so much now.
Right.
And that's where the anger's being vented towards. There's the landlords are accommodating them there, and this is where things is happening at, and people are justified to be cross.
There's a lot of money involved in there.
All fathers and parents are right to be concerned.
Yeah. So is this far right or racist?
Neither. That's concerned parents.
Concerned parents, you know. And what's your message to the government who try to label us far right and racist?
Government, get your act together. As the system's broken, these people shouldn't be coming here and getting straight onto a benefit system. That's the golden holy grail for them guys.
Yeah.
It has to stop, and they're the people in charge. They're the people that can stop it.
2 seconds, mate. 2 seconds. Sorry. Yeah, you're right, mate. You're right, son. You're right. So what's the future? What's the plans? He's going to be coming out all the time now. I know you're not organising this, but you know, but
we're just where do we go from here? That's the second child that's been sexually assaulted or more in Ballymena in less than 3 weeks.
Yeah.
What's next? And
the warning signs were there. We've seen what's happened in England. We've seen what's happened in Ireland.
Is Ballymena going to become the next Rotherham? The Romanian Grimmin gangs? You know, that can't happen.
Yeah, definitely. Listen, thanks so much for speaking, mate. It's very hard to get people to speak these days because but we need to speak now.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, mate. Brilliant. Let's get a wee look here. Yeah. Okay, there's more gathering over here. We'll come to our reasons. Cheers, mate. Thank you for that. Yep. Mate, be careful now, careful. Just want to get a look at the damage. Hey, whoa. Put. Let me go forward. Just hold me.
Just lead through that.
Guys, the game's a bogey, like.
Go this way, push the flag of it.
No, I don't get that. Okay, guys, we're in the thick of it here. PSNI, like I say, they haven't been meeting us with battens yet, but they're very, very close. We've got a couple of hundred behind them. We've got a couple of hundred here, and the police are stuck in the middle. It is a difficult situation for the PSNI, without a doubt. But I think they should withdraw. Maybe, I don't know what they're going to do. Get him.
We're on the corners. That's all right. You go the other way. Listen, I'm from this country. I live up there.
What's that? Both houses were done then, the same ones here. So right, they're going that way. Let's get back this way. So the ring's all right. Okay, guys.
Well, man. Watch out behind you.
Yeah. I'm a doggy man as well, but I'm not walking around beside her.
Just don't do fuck all about it. You pointed out that much on fucking trains, making sure a fucking train's alright.
Oh, they're a mafia gang. What do you do about it? What do you do about it?
Fucking patrol the fucking streets. Do your fucking job for once.
That's saying that.
Right there, that's all the other day, man. I understand you, fuck. This face bastard will hit me.
See if I can get up with the car here. That's not Pete Lindsay. Is your phone ringing? No. I'm more worried about the 2 seconds. Hold on to that. Got a lighter on you?
Any pockets?
Over here, hold this. Got the stick as well. Oh, your finger's oh, your finger's done. There's a Land Rover over there, guys. Where did we've lost you got one? You got a light?
Don't have fucking vape. Yeah, trust me. Trust me,
I
don't even make that.
Everybody's smoking vapes these days.
10,000 people here about something in the fucking light.
I'll go down, Lise. I'll go down and have a look. You keep looking for that, right?
That was asking for trouble. And it'll get worse. Every time it's going to get trouble. You better spread that fucking thing, man.
200,000 children raped in England by the grooming gangs. Nearly a million children raped by foreigners coming into the country. We've got open borders. It's going to get worse. It is going to get worse. We can see, like, look at Ireland. Ireland's in a terrible state. Yeah.
Can I live here?
Oh yeah, please. Yeah. Thank you. Hello. How you doing?
Hi.
I'm Freedom Dad.
Hello. I don't even want to really give my name.
That's okay. No. Yeah, you're brave enough for coming on.
Yes, brave enough. I live here.
Right.
I have 2 big dogs.
Yep.
I have been walking my dogs.
Yep.
Madame, come here, Madame. Madame, we know what a Madame is.
Yeah.
Rude, spit in the ground after you pass. Why do we have to accept that?
Yeah.
I have loads of foreign friends who are amazing people.
Yeah.
What has this place come to? Should we build a 20-foot fence, 30-foot fence? Let them have Clonavon. Move us locals out. I had to put a Union Jack in my window tonight to make sure that my house might be okay.
Yeah.
And I haven't even got home because them meat wagons over there wouldn't let me come home.
Yeah. So have you ever experienced anything like this in Northern Ireland before?
Of course. I was born in 75.
Yeah.
In Tyrone.
I'm talking about what's happening. I'm talking about how these men are behaving.
Yes, of course, we see it all the time. But now it is, you can't be racist. That's a racist attack. You have to be understanding of other people's beliefs.
Under any circumstances.
What the hell happened to our beliefs?
Yeah.
Why are our children being raped?
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yeah, we get it. We've watched 200,000.
I have 2 sons.
Yep.
See, if I had one daughter, I'd be out ripping the throat every person in this town. We had Chloe Mitchell.
Yeah.
We've had enough travesty in this town and heinous crimes. We're not standing for this.
We can clearly see that, and it's an amazing turnout. Yeah, enough is enough.
There's good and bad everywhere.
Of course there is. It is a difficult situation because we get labelled far right and racist as soon as we speak about immigration. But how long? Yeah, exactly. I think everybody's
far right.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't care.
I think we're all at that stage. If you want to, if this is far right, we'll take that all day long.
Everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Yeah.
There's many people around here that live around here that I would defend in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Foreign people.
Yeah, of course.
Not some of these people.
When have you seen the change in the foreigners coming in the Northern Ireland?
20 years.
Right.
And 20 years, this was a sought after area. That pillar's actually fucking smirking at me. That was a...
Sorry, just take 5. You're right. Relax, that's all right.
It was a sought after area, and it was something like... Well, I don't think I touched that. It was something like Coronation Street. Like a lovely wee... I had lovely neighbours, brilliant neighbours. Absolutely fantastic neighbours. Them neighbours have passed away.
Yeah.
And the street is not the same.
So, were they council houses or were they private houses?
There's a mixture of both.
So what's happening with the private houses? How are they getting their hands on the private houses?
You're answering your own question when you're asking it.
Yeah.
Where's these landlords?
Yeah.
Why is there 20 in a 3-bedroom house?
Yeah.
My bedroom's only a 2-bedroom house. I have 33 fucking stairs to the top of my house, and it's only a 2-bedroom.
Yeah.
Yet these landlords are putting in God knows how much multiple occupancy. I don't know the right terms and terminology, but there's too many people. Go to the end of that street. You see that lovely wee church at the crossroads?
Yeah.
They go into, I'm not a religious person, they go in to praise their religion Sunday morning at 10:30. Why is there gangs of foreigners standing outside drinking beer? That is so disrespectful.
Yeah.
If I come to...
The thing is, this is not new. They know about this. The police know.
The police know.
England had 15 years of this.
The government. It's not these people that are at fault. It's the government.
More than 15 years, sorry, but
government. Where's Keir Starmer? 2-tier Starmer.
Yeah, of course.
We can't even. I have lived here all my life. I'm not allowed saying to them foreigners because that would be racist.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That would make me a bad person.
This is the thing, we've never like I had a black doctor. I was born in 1970, and I had a black before I was 8. I had a black doctor. It was my mum's doctor, and I've never ever had a problem or seen anybody with skin colour. Obviously, there was jokes going back in the day when we had the NF and people like that.
Our throats will all bleed the same colour.
Exactly. But the thing is we've never had this far right racist thing until they've started pushing us with this diversity, pushing irregular immigration in their areas, and now because we're complaining about it, that's why they're calling us far right and racist.
We are complaining now because it's too late.
Yeah.
And I don't know what else to say. Yeah. There is good and there is bad.
Of course, but how do we know the difference? How do we decide when they come into our country?
The statistics of the Uyghurs being raped and sexually assaulted and murdered. We don't know what's even going on with the young men, because the young men won't even say anything, will they?
Yeah.
Because God forbid they should say that something has happened to them. Mental health. You see, living here gives me mental health.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's common.
I'm a single mother. Well, I'm a single woman on my own. I'm a mother, but I live in a house on my own, and I have never bought a flag in my life. But I went today and I bought a Union Jack to put in my window to make sure my windows don't go in tonight.
So, are you thinking about moving out of this area now?
I've been begging for years. How do you get out? How do you get out?
I don't know. They seem to be getting in all right.
Sorry.
So they seem to be getting in all right, so you should be able to get out, you know what I mean? But this is the thing, this is what happens. You're wanting out, everybody else is wanting out, then there's an empty house.
I sort of think, I know it's not an answer, but 30-foot fence around this whole place, let them fucking have it. Let them fucking have this area. Contain them.
Yeah.
Because it'll not take too long before they offend, and then they'll be.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You give them one area, they'll want more and more and more.
Yeah. So this is the thing, if it's not working,
I just feel so desperate to get out.
Yeah. See, the thing is, we can't lock them in. We can't put a fence around, but we can deport them. This is the thing.
But can we deport them?
I think if we watch Northern Ireland very carefully in the next year, I imagine the people of Northern Ireland will decide what happens in Northern Ireland. That's what I personally think, because the government have failed us, Westminster's failed us.
Yeah, we're trying to
the Irish government are failing the Irish people.
Yeah.
So it's down to us now. Nobody's coming to save us.
Now I think the Union Jack and the tricolour has to stand together.
Yeah, well that is happening.
We spent so many years fighting each other.
That is happening.
We need to stand up now.
Yeah. Catholics and Protestants in our own area.
Yes, this is our country.
Yeah.
Whether you're north or south.
And the thing is, if this keeps going on the way we see with Birmingham, Rotherham, Oldham, Wrexham, Halifax, Rochdale, So what happens is like everybody gets pushed out, and it becomes a bigger and bigger area. And people living in the nice areas, because it is the most the most deprived areas that they're putting them in. Belfast, Londonderry,
this was a very expensive area.
Right.
Whenever the mill was going,
right.
The higher up you were in the mill, in Ballymena mill, the bigger the house you had, which would have been Clonovan Terrace. And if you were like just a line productive, you would have had a house on Clonovan Terrace. Yeah. Or Clonovan Road. These houses are massive houses. They're beautiful houses. They're listed buildings. They're 130-year-old. They're being run into rack and ruin. Are you using YouTube or where?
Yes, I'm Freedom Dad 73.
Please don't tell me I'm going to end up.
You're going to be on YouTube. I don't know how many people. Listen, at the end of the day, you're a concerned parent, and we need more people like you to speak up, and you'll make people braver. Yes, I've had one of the family members speak to me, and I've had a couple of guys speak to me. Yeah. Like I say,
We've all had enough in this time. We really do have had enough. Yeah. Like we had Chloe Mitchell. That was. I know that's unrelated, but. We can't stand back. Yeah. We have to stand up for our young people. Yeah. Whether you're a grandparent, a father, an aunt, a niece, a cousin, you have to stand up. Yeah. Where's the men of this country? Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I'm not going to take any more of your time. I know how difficult, and very nice to meet you too.
Okay, take care. Out safe.
We will. I got a police escort now here today.
I might try, but I might go to 6
I'm going down the house for a cup of tea, mate. I could, like, but I'm not. We're going to this. Okay. Don't know what my battery's like. I might need to stick a battery hang on.
As the leader of the pack.
So sorry. Okay, we're Right. You going to take on the police dogs? Yeah. I reckon a staff. I reckon a staff here doing that station. He's still looking for it. He's still looking for it. Should I lift it? Did I make it?
Pockets, but I checked them pocket.
Thank you for all coming on the channel. I'm Freedom Dad. I do everything. I do all sorts. But mainly trying to protect my 7-month-old daughter from what's coming. And I actually thought this was going to be a good spot, you know what I mean, because I was in England and Scotland and I seen what was going on, and I thought go home and make sure everything's safe for her coming there, you know what I mean. Nice good Christian country full of Protestants and Catholics, and then I find we've got problems. So I'm an activist and I do what I can. So if you hit the subscribe, I'll help the channel, guys. You know, so there's a few hundred at the end of the street, and you've got another few hundred here, and we've got another load over behind them meat wagons. So I reckon it has to be 5,000 at least. At easy 5,000, easy 5,000. Cheers.
Excuse me, though. It's gonna be late. It's gonna be late.
Go on. Yeah, I have a choice. Cheers, thank you.
Yeah, but ribbons. He's not properly fed. See, dogs should not
Take the dog away.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, does he Iron? Seen him, mate?
Hello, where are you?
He wasn't friendly enough, man.
Well, they were from the top.
Years, because this is like, like Tommy Robinson, this is our 15 years. Yeah. The start where Tommy Robinson started.
Oh, there she is!
We couldn't get over, or there wasn't anybody else. I had to cover my time after the first time.
Young Wenzel Dawson.
I Dawson. You want there
Just give me your reasons up here for them to start up here. Do you want to go down that way?
I could do it, but you can get work done always.
Yeah. Well, I know. That's what they do in England. They
I said I have to get right. What's that?
What she gave me is a pet one. Lovely, the black ones.
I love the Ballymena accent, so do.
You're going to get lost.
I just want to shout out to Northern Ireland, the Scruntled one. He's just had a baby, one of our TikTokers. So congratulations, mate. Thanks for the TikToks that you're doing. The information you're giving out is absolutely amazing. So keep doing what you're doing. And to all other creators, TikTokers, YouTubers, keep doing what you're doing and pass it around. Everybody can do what we're doing. We're citizen journalists, and this is what we've got to do. You know, like I keep saying, guys, you know, the only way we can do anything for our country is by not being silenced. And like I say, if they shut us down, we'll go door to door. You know, we've got the men now to go door to door. We will go door to door and tell people what's happening in England, and we'll tell people what's happening in Ireland. You know, it's crazy. It's like I say, if this was a film, you'd be on the edge of your seat. You'd probably be like, this is a bit far-fetched, but you'd be on the edge of your seat. Where in the world would you imagine 200,000 children would be raped by Pakistani grooming gangs? Where in the world would you find that? And they're now back out on the street. They're back out on the street. They're not even being deported. First generation, second generation, doesn't make a difference. You come in this country, we give you refuge, you rape one of our children, you're gone. General rules in the general world. We're not asking for anything special or anything different than any other country. You know, this is the thing. This is what these people want. They want action. They want people, the PSNI, they want the government to take action and stop these men coming into Northern Ireland. You know, it's marching season. We've been through so much. We've seen so much conflict in the past 50 years. I'm 55, was born in 1970. Been there. A lot of these people have been born in 1970, been through the troubles, and they don't want none of it. They don't want this. You know what I mean? We're going back the ways now. You know what I mean? Because of illegal and irregular immigration. Something so simple that they can stop, that they can fix, but yet they don't want to. Over 1,000 men came in last week on one day, and every time the sun comes out, they're out there. Every time the sun comes out, they're out there. You know what I mean? They're out in the boats. They're coming in one after the other. So, you know, the Navy are going out to help them. The Royal Navy are going out and making sure these people get in the Dover okay. The lifeguards, the RNLI are going out and making sure these men get into the country all right. Undocumented men. undocumented. You couldn't. 30 years ago, you couldn't come from Ireland to Belfast without showing documents or the mainland, even though we're still part of the UK. Every time I left this country, I was getting pulled in by these guys. Pulled every single time. And that's me. That's just us leaving Northern Ireland to go into England. Yeah, all right, fair enough. With my record and all that, I get that. But the thing is, it's wide open, guys. It's wide open now, and everybody can realise that. You know, this is. I don't know where this is going to go tonight, but we're going to roll with it. Got the battery pack on. Go as much as I can, and if the battery goes, we've got other cameras here. I won't make it go live, but I will get footage and bring it for you tomorrow. But yeah, we're going to be here for as long as we can. Are you all good? Yeah. And I spoke to the other boys that are here with me. They're all good. So yeah. So we know there's stuff going on down there. Let's see. Come on, mate. So we're going to go around the other side. So we are, guys. Right, boys. How's it going? Not bad. So, you know, there's a lot of men that have been involved in the conflict. You know, there's, you know, and that's the way it is. You know, the conflict's been going on for so long, 2-3 generations, really. Like, you know what I mean. So there's going to be men, grandfathers, fathers who have been in the troubles, and then their children that come off that. You know, so you know, it's not hard to, you know, protect our kids. There is a system in place, you know. Like I say, the paramilitaries have gone. There is no paramilitaries or ceasefire, but the men are still there, you know what I mean. So, you know, we've got to think about this logically. You know, the British government know this. They know that Northern Ireland can go up at any time. They know that. It's marching season. We're getting attacks at interfaces. There's a lot going on that doesn't make any sense. We've got, you know, like I say, there'll be Catholics and Protestants here as well, but there has been attacks in our areas with Catholics coming in, and I do think it's all been, you know, set up in a way to try and cause conflict and get us out on the streets and get us causing trouble. So it takes the dairy away from what's going on elsewhere, you understand? So if we go back to fighting Protestants and Catholics at the intersections, they'll be quite happy with that, because we're too busy paying attention at that, like we have done for the last 50 years, and then we're not paying attention to what's going on with our children. But we've learned a lot. Like I say, guys, we have learned a lot from England, you know, and it is, you know, at the end of the day, I've got no connection with Tommy Robinson, please believe me. Personally, I think he's an amazing man, but that's it, you know what I mean? But we owe Tommy Robinson an awful lot, because we can see exactly what they done to Tommy, and we can see how to protect ourselves from that. We've got the drones up. So we're going to the other end of the street. We've got local residents out. Let me see if I can speak to somebody. Come on over here. Don't get them on camera. Don't get them on camera until I see. Excuse me, girls. Are these local residents? Do you want to have a chat? No? Okay. No problem. Look at that. I need to tighten it up a bit. That's it here. So we're at the other end of the street now, guys. Just to have a look, see what the numbers are like, and try and get a feel of what's going on, what direction this is going in. What's that? Oh, I see that, yeah. Right, let's have a look down here. So this is at the bottom of the street. We were at the top of the street. That's where the Land Rovers and everything are, guys. Oh, good.
This is only a part of it. There's going to be more.
you want to?
Do we speak?
Yeah, of course you can, buddy.
Right, I would like to say, do you know where the bridge is across the corner?
Yeah.
Our politicians, most of them wouldn't let people walk past, disabled people climbing over Land Rovers now. That Land Rover just had to reverse back a wee minute and let disabled people walk past. You can go up there and you can speak to all them.
Yeah.
Like, is this what it's coming to? Or people can't go past in a wheelchair or crutches?
So, how angry do you feel right now with what's going on? Yeah.
Oh no, I'm happy. I'm like, not happy. I'm like, I'm all right.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about what's going on in your town?
It's needed to be done years ago. Well, you're going to point up. We need to get this Wi-Fi sorted. Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
It's people, when you have a right to speak, people think that you're racist, but you don't. You're not racist.
That's correct.
Like, this is our Tommy Robinson. Oh, he's racist, he's this. Adolana Christian's on TikTok. She's preached about the Lord. This is our country.
Just concerned citizens.
See all
concerned parents. Have you got children yourself?
I've got 9. 9, 10. Maybe I'm 10.
Yeah, welcome to Northern Ireland.
Here, fix that bit again. But do you know what it is?
It's a bloody disgrace, that's
But here, I meet so many homeless people and they're sleeping in their cars, they're sleeping under the subways here at Ballymena. And look at all these beautiful houses.
Yeah. Yep. Sorry, do you want to say something?
God bless.
Oh, I'm just along with him.
All right, no problem. Thank you so much, mate.
No more, mate.
Hold up, the party are racking up.
What's that? So we can't get by there. We'll go round.
Where's this?
Tommy, let's try and get by. Where's Richard? All right, Richard. Can we chat with you? Fuck's sake, man. I didn't see the boat. Fuck's sake, man. Let's have a look at the houses. So, as you can see, guys, this is the state of one of the houses. Keep an eye on the police as well, just kind of back and forth. Yep, so police are standing back. You know, I think they're a wee bit overwhelmed, to be honest with you, with the numbers. And I worry about what's going to happen when it gets dark.
I go hoppers we on it.
They love a siren in Northern Ireland. They love a siren in Northern Ireland. So obviously this has been one of the houses that, you know, this is obviously the street, guys, you know what I mean? And yeah, like I say, guys, you know, I'm being real here. I'm being absolutely real and logical as always, you know. I've been talking about this for weeks and weeks and weeks, maybe now a month, you know what I mean, of Northern Ireland and what can happen and why I've been trying to tell people, you know, why this can set us back, you know what I mean, and how the violence can set us back, you know what I mean, and yeah, there'll be reporters out here tomorrow, you know, the BBC will be down here tomorrow filming this and calling us all far right and racist, you know what I mean, that's just the way it is, you know what I mean. The BBC aren't interested in actually interviewing anybody and asking them what the problem is and what's been going on. Just keep getting that, and yeah, you know, at the end of the day, it's this will get a lot worse before it gets a lot better. And I do believe, you know, people in Belfast will be watching, and yeah, it's sad. It's really, really sad, and because this is our country, and these are our men. These are our men, you know, destroying our homes, you know, because they put people in it. They've removed our locals, and they put people in it from other countries, you know. Here comes the police. Let's move up. No, maybe not. So yeah, guys, we're just going to run with it. So we are. Thanks for everybody for joining the hang. I apologise. It's like this, you know what I mean? This is this. It's sad. It's not good to watch. Well, maybe good to watch for some people, like, but not when you live here. Not when it's your country, guys. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to see this, to be honest with you. And you know, all I can ask is, like, don't be like, speak to your children, speak to your kids, you know, tell them this isn't the way forward, you know what I mean? Coming out, people are angry, they don't know what else to do, they've came out, they've walked around the town, the councillors came out, said a few words, I've interviewed them, as you can see, and you know, and that's it. This is because they see what happens in England. They see the like all the demos, like Tommy Robinson's demo, 100,000, you know, and this is what I mean. They come out, everybody has a really great time. I believe the politicians are just totally drinking champagne and eating caviar while these protests are going on. They don't care. They don't care how many people come out on the street, because they know after a week, after a couple of days, people start to forget about it. After a week, people forget about it. After a month, it's in the past. And that demos, people feel that these sort of demos and coming out on the street don't work, because, like I say, demos have been happening in England for so long, and look at the nick of the place. So it's obvious it doesn't work. So these people know that. You know, is that the water cannon? Is that a water cannon? No. No, does a meat wagon? No, they can't bring a. No, it's just a meat wagon. So they've got, like, they're going to come down here. They're going to come round here, aren't they? They're going to come right round.
Come in all different directions.
Yeah. Okie dokie. We've got the drone up. Can you get the drone? I don't know if you won't be able to catch it properly. It's right up above us, so it is. But yeah, we've got eyes in the sky, guys. There's the rain starting again. Come on. We're just going with the flow, guys. We're just going with the flow. So we've got a police car in the middle of the road. I think they're trying to stop them being blocked. I'm not 100% sure. We'll have it under down. Excuse me. Yeah, okay, thank you.
You shouldn't be protecting them.
Come on. Whoa. So we've got a police car stuck in the middle of the road. It's been damaged. We've got 2 officers that chased a couple of guys, and yeah, the PSNI are under a lot of pressure right now. Just follow them. Sorry, mate. Sorry.
But you couldn't catch him.
You're here if anyone a job.
Yeah, the breath, you know it.
Yeah, coffee job 1 hour, but it's all free here.
You need to be more careful, boy. You got a road,
So, say we walk down here. I don't know where they got a police car. It's just, that's bait. They need to get that police car out of here. That's everybody moving their cars out. All the residents are moving their cars out. We'll take a wee walk down here, see what's happening. Say a wee walk, I'll come back up if you want to relax. So yeah, there was obviously they're expecting trouble. That's all the residents moving the cars out. So they can't come this way, can they? Can the police come down this way? Aye. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the top of your street, isn't it?
It's all in these streets around.
Yeah, it's like there's 3 or 4 different flash points right now, so they're getting out that way anyway. So we've got a wee audience here. It's like I say, guys, if you spin round and show them everybody, like I say, if it was a movie, you'd be on the edge of your seat. You know, unfortunately, it's real life. Let's go, guys. So yeah, they're taking this police car out of the way. That's what I expected they would need to do. Like, they'll probably bring the Land Rovers in now. But you know, this is a different PSNI in it from what we're used to. You know, the PNSN they knew how to deal with this kind of thing. No, they didn't mess about. Like, so this new PSNI, this peacetime PSNI, I don't think they realise how strong the Northern Irish people truly are. You know, and how much heart we have. And I think they've been pretty surprised tonight because we have thousands. I'm going to put my neck out there and say 10,000. 10,000? Has to be 10,000 here. You know what I mean? I was counting groups of 50 and I lost count, so I did.
In a minute.
Is that the police car got it?
Yeah.
Right, come on. They're going to see the police off, I think. Yeah, they're getting out. They're getting out. They're getting out. They're going to go through the thingy, aren't they?
See here, yeah, squad here, 4 or 5 in front of it. Ready?
All right. Very guilty run, wasn't it?
I'm even guiltier of that.
What do you think for a bit?
Isn't it like absolutely?
So guys, thanks for staying on this live tonight. I'm sure you've got better things to do. So yeah. We're live. We're in Ballymena, where we've had 3 attacks in a row on our children.
Who's that, Mickey? Glenn. What place lively up here, mate? You should have got up.
And the best about it, fireworks are banned in Northern Ireland.
It's hard to get here.
Okay, we've got the rat mob out. We've got the rat mob out now. They've got the mufti mob. We call them the mufti mob. We've still got women, young men, fathers, grandfathers, uncles, aunties, cousins, nieces. They're all here. All here. Concerned citizens, concerned parents. Just like the old days, guys. And this has got nothing to do with marching season. This has got nothing to do with Protestants or Catholics. This is to do with irregular and illegal immigration, fighting AIDS men. coming into our areas, undocumented, and abusing our children. All right, mate. No bad, thank you. How you doing? Here's a cuddle. Thank you so much. So what do you think? What's happening? What do you think? It's bad, eh?
Met you in Dublin. Right?
You met me in Dublin?
Met you in Dublin. I sent a message to you saying,
what was your...
I want to be, and I turned around and I turned away and you were gone. I was like, fuck,
yeah, I'm not up because I was running. I was trying to get the front of the parade, you know what I mean?
So much.
I had a couple of guys looking out for me and I lost them. That always happens, you know what I mean? These guys here hold the back of my collar so I can't go anywhere. They hold the back of my collar so I can't go anywhere. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you for following me and all the rest of it, mate. You know what I mean?
No, it was me sending you a message saying what was going on about you.
Oh, brilliant, mate. Yeah, what's your name online? Just trying to remember everybody. Yeah.
It's hard to remember, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, mate. It is. So many messages and so many emails.
Shit is wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong. There's so many plastic.
Yeah. What's that? They're protecting the property and trying to prevent breach of the peace.
They're protecting the government.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Protecting the rapists.
I don't think they're going to be able to protect the government much longer in Northern Ireland, to be honest with you.
So, I don't think so. In Northern Ireland and in the south of Ireland, it's going to come to a stop very short.
Yeah, definitely. Like the writing's on the wall. It is quite literally the writing's on the wall. Like, you know what I mean? And we estimated about 20,000, 10,000 maybe. I don't know. What do you think? How many come out tonight?
Tonight, how many come out tonight?
Yeah, how many do you think? It's hard, isn't it? Because
I don't know. Like how many is up there? Like, there's people up there. There's people down here.
There's hundreds up there.
We just flew out here tonight because I just arrived back from the train from Dublin today, about an hour ago.
Yeah, well done, mate.
And I was like, right, I have to get fucking down.
Don't make me ask. Are you a Catholic?
I'm a Protestant.
You're a Protestant.
I'm a Protestant from Oaxaca.
Right. Okay.
Right. Grew up in the fucking loyalist area. Fucking troubles my whole life. Moved to down south. But we're all one.
Yeah, we are, mate. This is what we're. And I think we're all starting to realise that now. Oh, wait, we've got a couple of hardliners on both sides that just will not communicate with Catholics, will not talk to Catholics, or and vice versa. And I keep saying to myself, that's not going to last very long, because at the end of the day, we can see what's coming, And if anything's going to bring our communities together, it's this carry on.
It's this shit. Yeah. Well, it's definitely.
Yeah, because this is a Protestant area, and I don't think anybody even cares who's who. Nobody
cares who's who anymore.
We don't care who's Protestants or Catholics are here.
These fucks are the enemies. These fuckers are the enemies.
To be honest, the PSNI are taking orders from above. They're taking orders from above. They're having to stand there. They're not happy standing there. I don't think I've been talking on camera. And I've been watching the police, and they've been nodding as I've been saying things. So please believe me, they are human beings just like that. They're fathers, their grandfathers, their uncles, and they can see exactly what we can see. And like I spoke to the one in the Belfast demo, because I always try and speak to whoever's in charge to let them know who I am, what I'm doing, and what I'm about. And he said to me, "This is your best way of getting your word out, what you're doing." And to me that says enough. Like I say, it is very easy to target them and tar them with the same brush because they're standing here protecting these houses. But what you got to remember, these are our houses. This is our street, and I'm quite happy with them protecting it. The wrong people, I think, are in our houses, in our street.
Protecting it, but they're not protecting it. They're not protecting our houses or our streets. They're not protecting our people. They're protecting the government. They're protecting fucking everything they're bringing in. They're not fucking doing anything for us. Not one thing for us. I'm up here. I grew up with all this. A ring of steel around us all the fucking every night.
Yeah.
This is just bringing it all back.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying to the people watching.
I know they're all.
this is bringing back memories, and
bringing back huge memories.
Yeah.
My blood is actually starting to boil here now at the minute.
Yeah. Well, I know. But you've got to remain calm. Violence isn't the answer. They want us to be violent. They want the optics in the morning and on TV and the newspapers, far right racists throw bricks at the police. That's what they want, you know. And the idea.
Give them that.
No, we're not. No, we can't. But we can't. These young guys that are coming out, they're young guys. We've seen this over and over again in the past. You know, there's no community leaders here. There's nobody going to stand out and take charge, because you would end up getting done for directing. Even if you're directing them to come off the streets, they would say, oh, he's a ringleader, and that's the problem.
Look at Tommy Robson.
Yeah.
You know, Jesus Christ, look at Tommy Robson, like fucking prosecuted for telling the truth for 20 years. Yeah. You know, it's an absolute disgrace.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We've got all that to look back on. Like I say, once something happens and we go forward, it's in the past. You can't mess about with the past. They can mess about with all the misinformation and not giving any information out, but they can't mess about with the past. Once it's done, we can always look back and analyse it and learn from it, and that's what we're trying to do in Northern Ireland. We're trying to learn from the mistakes, from what they've done, because you see it in you see what's happening in Ireland, you know.
What's happening now is right. It's bringing all the Protestants and the Catholics together. Yeah. Right.
And they hate that.
That's what they are terrified.
They are. You're right.
Terrified of that.
Thank you for making that point.
Absolutely terrified of it.
You're correct, and he is right. This is a big. I know it sounds mental, but the government are terrified of the communities coming together, because we'll be so strong together, and we're making small steps in that right direction, by the way. And you know, all I can say to these guys is watch this space. You know what I mean? Yeah, it is sad, like.
Very sad.
Yeah, we're going to move down this way. We're going to move down this way, boys. We're going to move down this way. Follow the young team. Just stay back. I don't want to get. We're just covering all this.
Why are we all going that way now?
I don't know. I'm just keeping an eye on these young boys here, just to find out, just to make sure they're all right. So what they're basically doing, they're going to, because they brought the Land Rovers up, they're now going to outflank the Land Rovers and try and come out in our direction to try and confuse the police. This is tactics that has been used over and over again in Belfast and in Londonderry. So the police will cordon off one area, they'll put all their efforts into one bit, and then the guys will run round behind them, and then they need to bring more Land Rovers in. And it's just to, it's just to put a strain on the PSNI, to highlight what's going on. That's what I believe. The mentality of it is to highlight what's going on, and to not just let these protests, demonstrations pass off, just people coming out, everybody saying, oh, we're really angry, and then everybody going back home. So this is a bit different. The boys down here are doing it differently now. There's no two ways about it, and that's because what they've seen in England. There's no doubt about it. That's what I think. I think now any demonstrations that are coming out onto these streets, or any streets now, there's going to be problems, without a doubt. Yeah, so we're now behind the Land Rovers. I'm fucking blocked in. Oh no, it's fucking mental, isn't it? So yeah, if we want, we can get out. We can go up that way and out over the fences if we want. You know what I mean?
Well, you can get out that way. They come onto the main road.
Yeah. Aye. Just gonna see what's happening here.
Not the main house, lads.
All right,
What? Standing here with the
Excuse me, boys. Thank you. another window there been done there, look. Excuse me, mate, can I get a squeeze shot of the window? So yeah, this is a bit different than what we know. It's a bit different in England, a bit different in Scotland, a bit different in Southern Ireland. But the problem, this is the thing, that it's different because these guys have been watching what's been going on in England, they're watching what's going on in Ireland, and they're watching what's going on in Scotland. And they're seeing people come out and demonstrating and doing things and peacefully demonstrating, and they see that the irregular immigration just gets worse and worse and worse. So I think that's what the problem is, guys. These guys are awake. These guys are well awake. They know exactly what's going on, as you're probably going to witness in the next hour or so, you know. So unfortunately, this is where we're at, you know what I mean? I don't know what else to say, guys. There was only one conclusion, you know, as I kept saying in my videos, there's only one direction this goes in, you know what I mean, in Northern Ireland, because it's primed, it's a tinderbox, and it's marching season as well, you know what I mean? So a lot of flavours in this soup, so there is, guys, and it's not looking good. It's not going to be tasty at all. What's that?
Bloody Monday, there's coming.
Bloody Monday. So we're just out of the way in case any more rockets come through. Many's on the live. Well, thank you guys. Thank you so much for staying on my live. I'm Freedom Dad. Don't know if you're new to the channel or what, like, but give me a subscribe. We do travel about, we cover stuff, and we speak to as many people as we can. Anybody, politicians, anybody that will speak to us, anybody, like I say, guys, if anybody's got a problem with my videos, you can come on and debate me live. I've been saying this from the start. Anybody that disagrees with anything I say, come and debate me. And that goes out to the far left, any Palestinians, anybody that's got a problem with what we're addressing here and what's going on in Northern Ireland. Come on and tell me where we're going wrong, why we shouldn't be angry, or why these men shouldn't be on the street. The drone still up. There it is. So bring it out so we show these ones here. So that's where we were before. We were at the front of them Land Rovers. That's a row of Land Rovers. We were at the front of them. That's the street where the police car was, and I had to get out of there. And that's another row here, and we've got more down at the end of this street as well. Like I say, the police are used to this. They're used to petrol bombs. They're used to all this. Like, let's get in. Let's get in. Fucking stinks, don't it, man? It stinks. Got water? Shit there. I'm just going to be more thirsty. That's the boat. If you show them the boat down there, that's the boat that they've overturned. God knows where they got the money for a boat, you know what I mean? I'm sick.
I think somebody sabotaged them just one old sacrifice the boat.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, where are we going to sit? So yeah, the street is filled. I would almost say the police are boxed in. Yep, there we go. So scenes that we never thought we'd see again in Northern Ireland, to be honest with you, like, guys. But this is the result. The guys. I think a lot of people have been warning the government and the police that this is what was going to happen. Like I say, I'm just here. I've just come up to report what's going on, to bring it to you guys so you can see that people in Northern Ireland are fighting back, because the media, as you know, just silence everybody. They don't want anybody. They want everybody to think that everything's okay and everybody's happy with irregular immigration. No, they're not. Far from happy. you know, and like, you know, I don't speak for any of the paramilitaries or what, you know, any of the community leaders or anybody, whatever you want to call them. You know, like I say, there is no paramilitaries left. They're all on ceasefire, but we do have community leaders, and you know, I do believe that, you know, we're at a stage now in Northern Ireland, and I'm not going to say this is fact, but this is, you know, sort of my opinion a wee bit, and you know, the word I'm hearing is they're not going to stop it, they're not going to help it. Okay, so, you know, where does that leave us? You know, these guys used to, you know, keep everything calm, you know what I mean? But I don't think any man is prepared to stand up today and say, whoa, everybody go home, or whoa, you can't do this, or whoa, you can't complain about what's happening to your children. That's where we're at. That's the problem now, you see. You know, whereas before, when it was paramilitaries and it was to do with fighting loyalists and all that, and Republicans, men had control of the situation, and you know, they would be working with the police and liaisons, and you know, whatever was up, whatever the problem was, they would come to some sort of agreement, and it would die down eventually. Whereas we don't have this here. There's nobody here to die anything down. There's no communication with the community and the police. There's nothing. You know, we can hear more sirens coming. So yeah, that'll be the fire brigade, no doubt. I don't even know how the fire brigade are going to get in. But yeah, I think the net zero's out the window tonight, guys. The police sit motionless. We're just going to let the guys do what they want. We've got a couple of rat screws. Screws, that's a prison in me, man. I can't get that out of my head. Rat police down that street. Let's see in the comments. Probably look at the comments. Hold on. Thank you for that. I've got my glasses on, guys, so I'm struggling. My cameraman is watching your comments, aren't you? Or are you playing as well? Let's have a look. Let me have a look. Okay, maybe. Look, they're quick. They're quick. Column. No rats. Good to see you, mate. Always good to see you. Bandit. Thank you for covering this, Freedom Dad. Thank you, mate. For England till I die. How you doing, son? Good to see you, mate. Looking forward to you coming over. Tony Lynch, Wayne. Eddie Cool, good to see you, bro. Thank you for, James, thank you for being there, mate. Moderator, stay on top of the nonsense. Thank you, guys, really appreciate it. John Rankin, good to see you, buddy. We're safe, we're all good here. Yeah, can't wait, mate. Can't wait until I die, buddy. Like I say, guys, we have an open invitation to YouTubers that want to come over and cover our 11th of July and 12th of July celebrations. You know, you'll be invited to the bonfires as long as you record it, document it, and share it. And yeah, so anybody that wants to get involved, and you're a YouTuber, you've got a channel and you want to come over to Northern Ireland and enjoy the celebrations, your safety will be guaranteed. You'll be looked after, and yeah, we'll pick you up at the airport, whatever, the boat, and we'll get you back home again safe and sound. And we're just trying to promote our community. It's not doing a good job of it right now, like, but you know the circumstances, guys. So yeah, I'm going to hand it back over to my cameraman. At least we can get a light now.
I can't never join my him here.
Are you serious? Yeah, I thought I could smell that. No, they're too busy. They're not worrying about something like that. No. They're not worrying about that.
We'll split the problem between us.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
You don't want to ask anybody for like, because they'll just say fucking. Where's your later though? Can I just give them a battery.
Oh, look, I was from
You want that much?
Where? You're placing these in the park down there, aren't you? What? Are you placing these in the park down there?
No.
No?
You're alright, mate. You're okay. I promise you, you're okay. He says he thinks he's somebody else. Keep your faces covered. I'll be on camera.
Here, watch her, we're getting any of our faces.
I know that's so they're all covered. I know, I'll take it back. You get it like? It's starting to get dark now, guys.
No, I heard him.
Trying to stay to the firing line, guys. Obviously the boys don't like cameras, which is totally understandable. You know what I mean? Fucking didn't have cameras back in our days, didn't have this to worry about. You didn't have freedom dogs jumping about with a camera in your face. So they're trying to get over the Land Rovers to the police at the back. Is it? There's a big boy camera up.
The video of it last night. The Unrest block.
Fucking hell, man. I've got soap. Smoking the back of my throat. More Land Rovers coming in. Everyone got the kitchen sink, eh? I gotta try and get across here, man. Giving the lens again, guys. So I think we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Land Rovers at the back just coming in. We've got 4 down there and 4 here. There's the paint bombs coming out, guy. I don't want to get paint on me, mate. Sick.
That's a great shot.
So I don't need to say anything here, guys. Self-explanatory, I think, innit? You're following, he's following me. So that's what they thought about that. That's what they thought about that, like. Right, so they've been told to disperse or they're going to get arrested. I don't know how many's down that street, like, but they'll need a lot of vans to arrest these guys, like, no doubt about it. Stinks. The smell. So the smell is burning plastic and gloss paint. I know, terrible aims, guys, I know. They're out of practice. We haven't done this for a while, you know what I mean? That's what it looked like, didn't it? That's what everyone can catch at. It looked like a bomb pole that was thrown. Oh, that was close, that was close. So you can see them arm up, I think them arm up at the back.
fucking tent door.
There's the lights on at the back as well now, guys. You okay, mate? So we're in Ballymena, guys. I'm sure if you ask guys in the comments, they'll tell you what's going on. We've had 3 incidents of sexual abuse on our children in Northern Ireland in this particular area, and there's been about, I reckon, over 10,000 people came out on the streets to have a peaceful walk and demonstration, and you know, it's escalated to this. You know, obviously we knew this was coming. As it gets dark, you know, it will go on. That's weights that they're throwing at them. It's actually quite warm, guys. I'm thinking about taking my jacket off here. Just having to watch for stuff coming, guys, because I am sort of like at the edge here in the firing line. I'm trying to watch the screen and get footage for you. This is real life. This is reality. That's what my platform's all about, guys. You know what I mean? I'm just going to step back in case there's anything in there that's going to blow up. That was close. I've lost my train of thought there. That was close. Oof, that was fucking very close. Right, so they're trying, I think they're targeting the cameras, obviously. So yeah, if he's like this video, you can buy me a coffee, guys. Links in the description. Just one coffee. Say thank you, Freedom Dad, for nearly getting hit a couple of times. And also, whenever I go live, you will get an email. That's the good side of it, like, you know. I don't like asking for money. I don't ask, like, my channels will never be monetized. I've said that from the start. And because of the topics that I cover, I don't want to make money from this. I don't want the message getting lost. But times like this, guys, if you want to get a message every time, you get an email every time I go live. And yeah, buy me a coffee. That's how you do it. Right, I'm just going to get at a farm range here, but I'm also not getting footage of the cops. Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Can I take his position here?
Alright. Hi, YouTube.
Yeah, that's right.
I think my boyfriend. What's your?
The Freedom Dad 73.
Oh my god. That was like my daughter. She was her friend.
That was close.
For what?
Just watch yourself. Come in a wee bit, because you're just. Yeah, I was very close. That was very close.
She was walking up by the. What's that up by?
Yeah.
Some boy came up to me and my friend and was like,
Can I have your contact number? What's underneath your top?
How old was he?
Yeah, I don't know, 27. He was like, oh, what's underneath your top and all? And it was also a Romanian, and it kept coming up to me and my friend, and we kept walking away.
She phoned me at home to say that what he was saying, that he said to her what was underneath her top, like, and she's only 13 years old, same age as the wee girl that obviously got raped. You know what I mean? There's all the time that my kids get harassed by
a lot of the Romanians, especially her, because he kept offering me money to go with him, like down the street, kept offering me money to go with him.
Yeah.
Obviously, me and my friend kept walking away from him.
Do you mind if I ask you how old you are?
13. It's crazy. Absolute crazy.
Here we go. No way, don't go down near them now. They're blocking them off.
You better get back because they're going to target. If they're going to target him, you get back. They will target him.
Hey, sure.
If a tin of paint hits that, you need to come back. You need to come back. No, come back. Come back.
Pick it up there for a team break.
Excuse me. Okay, man. Okay, man. I'm all right, mate. Thank you. So can't go behind these guys. Gotta be careful. I'm just gonna keep watching this way. As you see, that's where they were before.
Someone's DLA.
So every time something gets thrown, one of the commanders lets the others know there's a missile coming, so they stay close in the back because they never know what could come. There could be petrol coming over the top of them, you know, so they stay really close and they communicate really well. And yeah, so plenty of training, guys, you know, and you've seen the training getting done in England, you know, they know what's coming in England. You know, I mean, this is the kind of thing that probably will come eventually. I imagine there's enough talk about it. You know, I don't agree with it. You know, I don't think. You know, obviously, it's not the right. This isn't the right way to go. You know, this is not the right way to go. But you know. They've all got the body-worn cameras on as well. I'm not speaking, guys, because it is sad. It is sad it's got to this. And I'm worried about this house as well. I'm worried about this house catching. Oof. Yep, they're all still there. It's hard to see through the smoke, but yeah, there's still a couple of hundred there, 200-300 I say. So we've got Land Rover there. That's the camera. I'll let you see the camera if I don't get hit with anything. That's it. Aye. Just sitting there, just watching, recording. I don't know. He's going to not see much with the smoke, but yeah. Images, they will be taking as many images as they can. But I think in this day and age, we all know that. You know, these young men know that, and you know, they've learned. They're learning. They're all paying attention to what's going on, and they're learning from what's going on in other countries when it comes to stuff like this. Unfortunately, because they're all online, you know, and obviously this has went on in our country for years and years, and. You know, this is quite mellow, to be honest with you. The police are quite relaxed. You know, they seem to have everything under control. You know, I think they've got these guys boxed in the street, but they've got alleyway they can get down. And we've got the police down there as well. Down at the end of that street. When it goes quiet, another thing. When it goes quiet like this, that's them getting more stuff to throw. So it'll go quiet, and then there'll be a bombardment of stuff, you know, and then it'll go quiet, and there'll be another bombardment. So that's basically what we're at right now, and the police are just going to do what they can to protect themselves. But like I say, pretty relaxed, you know, chatting away to themselves, not bothered, you know. Can't pick up what they're saying because they've got their faces thingy, they're muffled. We're moving down the street. You're alive. I don't know what happened there. 2 hours and 21 minutes. That's not bad. Doing alright, guys, with the batteries anyway. I can't see my battery, so guys, I could go. Let me just check. 2 seconds. Okay, that's not looking good. So I've got 13% on my battery pack. I reckon there's going to be a car going up, to be honest with you guys. That silver car you see there, I imagine that's going to go like... I'm just watching printing coming. Okay, there might be incomings. Driver's quite safe anyway, guys, isn't he? Thank you. Did you tell Emma?
We'll get up in the It'll be an all-night garage.
Oh, don't worry.
Emma, if you're watching, we're not getting the milk.
Oh dear. Yeah, so earlier on, guys, we had a big, massive walk. There was like I say, over 10,000 guys. And I'm being conservative, the amount of people, anybody that watches the live back, or I tried to get as many, as wide as I could, or as long as I could. I walked. I let a lot of people walk by me, then I walked backwards as they were coming forward, just to give people an idea how many people were on the streets. Phenomenal, absolutely amazing amount of people that came out to support these families, because, the family walked through first and everybody clapped, and it was a sad clap, guys. It was, it was one of them ones like, fuck, what do you say? You know what I mean? I've spoke to one of the family, as you've seen the live, and what do you say? You can't apologise, it's because it's not your fault, you know what I mean? And it fucking breaks your heart, you know what I mean? And then you hear them young girls there, and that mother, and that's like, that's not prompted, guys. This is real life, you know what I mean? And you could probably walk about and ask quite a lot of girls, and they've all probably been approached, and this is a thing, it's not being reported. The schools must know this. These girls must be telling the teachers. That must be getting fed back to the government, you know what I mean? They're down at the other end. Aye, that's the house up, guys. That's the house up. The house is up. Fair play to that police officer. Fair play to him, mate, going in there. Fair play to him going in there, like, checking for people. Like, was he see a smoke he came out of? Oh, you got to give him credit where credit's due, like. So yeah, the back of that house is up. That's seen that coming. That's what we had with the bonfires, like when we were growing up. We used to have to board all the windows up and everything, and yeah, because we used to have our bonfires like this out in the street like this, you know what I mean? And yeah, lampposts used to melt and stuff. It's done a lot differently now, guys, Undercover. Or maybe a resident. Who knows? So thanks for sticking with it, guys. Really appreciate it. It's quite a large live. It's unfortunate that these kind of things bring big numbers. No media here. BBC turned up, and a couple of guys said to my guys that they're BBC and all that, and there was a bit of rumbling, so I had to go over and speak to them, you know what I mean? I'll give them a few choice words, like, you know what I mean, before they had to tell them to leave, you know what I mean, before something bad happened. But, at the end of the day, he must be a resident. He has to be a resident. He wouldn't be jumping about like that without a care in the world of getting caught on camera. But yeah, I said to him, like, what they've done, what they've not reported, why we're like this in this country, and why Britain's the way it is, because they never reported. They covered everything up. They didn't even report the grooming gangs, you know what I mean? They don't burn like. Fuck, that's hot. You there? You there? This is a bad place to be standing, like. This is a bad place to be standing. They're going to be thrown right. They're going to be thrown right over here, like. Hi, mate. I'm doing all right, mate. Aye. Unfortunately, thanks, mate. Unfortunately, we're covering this. They're getting attacked from the back now. Now they're coming back. I don't know what they've done, what the point of that was.
Hi, my friend.
Hello.
How you doing? How you doing?
Are you enjoying the Ballymena entertainment?
Yeah, I think my followers are enjoying it. Like, you know, I can't say I'm enjoying it because I don't want to. It shouldn't be happening. You know, it's.
Is this what you usually report on?
I report on illegal and irregular immigration and the raping of our children in England, Scotland, and Ireland, and now in Northern Ireland.
How am I getting up there? I'm not, am I?
So that's the fire brigade. Go down. All right, mate.
I can't be okay. What do you want?
I know. Turn the gas off. Northern Ireland Fire and Rescue Service, guys. Northern Ireland's finest. There they go. Some of the hardest working men in Northern Ireland, especially when there's trouble. A fair play to the PSNI guys, running in that house to check for all that smoke. We've got the police behind me, the street behind me, and they're down that street as well, so we'll be back down in a wee minute just when we see our guys off farming at work, what they got to put up with. Sorry I wasn't talking in the mic. But yeah, there's police meat wagons, we call them, at the end of the street behind me, at the end of the street right of me. And we've got our normal PSNI in high vis, and obviously bulletproof, and honestly they're armed. All our police are armed, so you know it's always a volatile situation anyway. You know, it's not the kind of place that you want to be doing this kind of thing where you're just bringing men in, you know, and you've got some eyewitness accounts tonight, guys. You know, we're not far right, we're not racist. I mean, there's a wee girl standing right next to me, and her mum's like, you know what, she's just spoke, she's thought, what, there's a guy with a camera, there's a guy with a microphone, I need to tell him. You know, she hasn't got a clue who I am, I don't think. And you know, 13-year-old constantly getting harassed. How many 13-year-olds are constantly getting harassed that aren't speaking out about it? Why aren't the teachers in the schools talking about it? Why are we having to find this in a street like this while this is going on? Why do we have to find these things out in our country when we're standing coughing our lungs out with smoke and watching our PSNI protect the area and try and prevent a breach of the peace? We shouldn't be finding it out on the streets, guys. Our government should be worthy of their job and stopping this happening once and for all. It's gone on too long in England. Too many children have suffered. It's happening up and down the breadth of Ireland. The Irish people have had enough. And now in Northern Ireland, as you can see, in Ballymena, after a third attack. The last one, I believe, was more than one guy, and it was a child, and the family were out tonight. And I think in Northern Ireland, unlike England and Scotland, the families will come out, the families will bring the community out, and that the family will walk through the community, and we will collapse gently and slowly to show them how much we care. And that's what's happened tonight, guys. This is what you've seen tonight. You've seen thousands and thousands and thousands of people coming out onto the streets to protest and demonstrate that they're not happy and it needs to stop. And you know, as the nights went on, in any situation like this, the younger ones have escalated it and took it to another level. And the problem that we have right now is, I do have it on good authority, that the men who would have control of these areas are not stopping it, and they're not taking part in it. So, you know, at the end of the day, this is a recipe for disaster, okay? We now have, you know, we're coming out to demonstrate, we're going to have young men, and if something really bad happens in the wrong place to the wrong child, all I can say is God help us all in Northern Ireland, because I'm not exaggerating. I've told you this was coming. You've watched my videos, guys. You guys are following me. You know, I've been talking about this for a long time now, and I've been warning about this happening because I did say that it just takes the wrong child to the wrong family and the community will get behind them. And this could be the start of something. Now, as we go forward, I have no doubt there will be more victims. Without doubt, there will be more children. Without doubt, there will be more parents coming onto the streets and, you know, just wanting answers. Why did it happen to my child? Why have these men been allowed to come into my country and, you know, do this to our children? And, you know, at the end of the day, guys, at the end of the day, it's sad on so many levels because it's stoppable. You know, it's not something that can't be stopped. At the end of the day, it's like, you know, we shut the borders, you start deporting, you take our children out of danger by removing these men. It's not rocket science. And we're all going to come to that conclusion very soon. And the government aren't going to stop us. You know, they won't, because the people will have had enough. There's no two ways about it. As a citizen journalist on the streets in the working class areas in Belfast, I'm reporting on what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing. I'm telling you what you're not being told by the mainstream media. You know, the place is a tinderbox right now. It's a marching season. Our bonfires are about to be lit in 3 or 4 weeks, and then we got the 12th of July. Now that's the one thing that's stopping hundreds of thousands of coming out on the street right now, because, you know, it is as simple as a lot of men do not want to miss the 12th. They do not want to miss the 11th. But please believe me, once the 11th and 12th of July has passed, and any of our girls get harmed, or anything similar to happened in Ballymena and any other area in Northern Ireland, as a citizen journalist on the streets, talking to people, the fear and what they say to me is they are afraid of what will come, you know. And we always say, this is what they want, this is what they want. Listen, all I can say, this has got nothing to do with me, obviously I'm just reporting on it, but this is what they're going to get. And nobody's going to stop this, guys. But they can, and that's what I want you to understand. I want to be reporting as this goes on to show you people that the government know how to stop this, but they're going to let this carry on. And you're going to see more stuff like this happening. It's going to escalate. And you're going to see with your own eyes exactly what the government are up to. Again, they can stop this. They can stop this that's happening tonight, and they can stop our children being harmed. I'm Freedom Dad, guys. Thank you so much. I've got a sore throat. I want to start making my way home, and I want to speak to another few guys before I go to find out off camera what happened, what went wrong, how can we fix it, how can we make sure it doesn't happen again, how can we go forward protecting our children without getting our young men on the streets masked up, throwing paint, petrol bombs and fireworks at our police force. Okay, we need our policemen to protect us. Okay, and it's like I say, it's not rocket science, guys. It's all logical stuff. As a man has been in prison, you know, in England, Scotland and Northern Ireland, and yeah, I'm not perfect, you know what I mean, but sometimes good people do bad things. And listen, I'm Freedom Dad. Thank you so much tonight, guys, and take care of yourself, and as always, God bless, guys.